Kevin Estela with Target Sports USA. Guys, I want to talk about one of my favorite drills of all time, and that is the ball and dummy drill. Now, if you've never done the ball and dummy drill, it is a great training tool, and it really doesn't require all that much ammunition. In fact, you're going to be using dummy rounds for a lot of it. The way the ball and dummy drill works is you're going to have a magazine that is loaded in a random order, and that order is going to hopefully bring out any training scars or any issues that need remediation. Now, let's face it, there are some people out there that can shoot a pistol lights out where there is zero anticipation of recoil. But then you know some people who, when they shoot, after the shot, or if they are on an empty chamber, they dip the gun kind of like this. So it might look something like this, you know, or bang, right? Well, the ball and dummy drill is going to help bring that out if that is something that's a problem. And I'm going to show you how to set it up. Let's talk about the equipment that's going to be used in today's training video. First off, I have my Kings River Custom Phoenix fighting gun. This is chambered in 45 ACP. The ammunition that I'm going to be using is Spear Gold Dot. This is 230 grain hollow point, definitely hotter than your average ball ammo. And then of course, dummy rounds, plastic bullet heads, and totally inert. The ball and dummy drill takes dry fire to another level because we're going to add in some live fire and some dry fire by using a combination of live rounds and dummy rounds, or ball and dummy rounds. So we know when we're practicing dry fire, we can be cool as a cucumber and we can make sure that that muzzle does not dip at all. We know with live fire, we think we can do that, but the proof is in the pudding. The proof comes with the ball and dummy drill. In order to do this drill, you need at least 2 magazines. And the best way to do it is with a buddy. Now, if you have a buddy and you have a combination of dummy rounds and live rounds, all you have to do is turn your back, let your friend load up the magazine with live, dummy, 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 live, whatever combination they want. And then they're going to load your pistol, and then they're going to hand your pistol back off to you. Typically like this, where you can just get a good master grip and the pistol's ready to go. You don't even get a chance to see if that pistol is going to chamber a dummy round first or a live round first. I'm going to demonstrate that. I've got to dump a couple of these random live rounds here, and you need at least 2 magazines to do this. The beauty of this is there can be endless combinations of live round, dummy round, live round, dummy round, whatever it may be. Obviously, you don't want your first round to be a dummy. You don't want your last round to be a dummy because you'll probably figure out where that dummy is. And there we go. I got 8 rounds in there. So now I've got a handful of magazines here. I know that this middle one is the one that has just all dummy rounds. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to shuffle these up. I'm going to grab one, look away, and I'm going to load my pistol. So now I have not looked at that first round in there. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna press out. Now, when I do get a click instead of a bang, I'm immediately going to tap and rack, or tap and rack, whichever way you wanna do it, as long as you get that pistol back into action. So this is just like dry fire. I'm aiming in at the berm, and I'm gonna take a nice, slow, controlled press, and another slow, controlled press. As long as I'm not doing anything super egregious where that last round is going to go bang like that, then I'm doing okay. And being a 45, this definitely has a little bit more recoil than say my 9mm. Ooh, good. Tap, rack, aim in at the berm, aim in at the berm. Oh, little bit of a tick there. Tap, rack, aim in at the berm. Okay, so now I'm gonna run you through the ball and dummy drill, and also some things to look out for if you're coaching yourself or coaching someone else. Again, this is best done with a friend. If you don't have a friend, you can set up a camera on a table, kind of like the way that I'm recording these, and you can see for yourself if you have a little bit of an anticipation of recoil. The other reason why I like using the Spear Gold Dot instead of, say, something with a brass case, the nickel case on the Spear Gold Dot matches the nickel case on the dummy round. So if I come over here, still aiming in at the berm, you wanna look out for this, where you can noticeably see that muzzle dip like that. This is definitely not okay. This is fine, where we're not getting any movement. You want to pay attention for that dip. that dip needs to be worked out. Now, one of the best ways to work it out is in your mind, start slow and tell yourself that the pistol has no recoil. The ball and dummy drill can definitely be overdone too. The last thing you want to do is end on a weak note. If anything, you want to end on a strong note. So what I recommend is after you do the ball and dummy drill, go back to paper and at 10 yards, 15, 20, 25, whatever it may be, shoot a standard bullseye and see how it has brought your group together. Now remember, the best way to work out that anticipation of recoil is dry fire. Lots and lots of dry fire. The other thing is building a good stance, right? We want to be able to manage that recoil as opposed to being lock-legged, arms straight out, where that recoil is going through our body, jarring our body. There's no doubt about it that when a pistol goes off, you have an explosion that's less than a meter from your face. So it can be jarring, and that's why a lot of people anticipate recoil. The ball and dummy drill is there to help you identify that anticipation of recoil, but then good practice is there to help you work past it.